Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Union Minister of Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia flags off 6 routes expanding aerial connectivity of northeast India. Over 97 crore 79 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country so far. BJP President JP Nadda lauds work done by the party workers during COVID-19 pandemic. An Indian Meteorological Department has set up a Doppler radar weather station for the entire state at Kohima. As India is on the verge of vaccinating 100 crore people against COVID-19, All India Radio salutes all the people, doctors, nurses and others who make this possible. At the same time, we caution our listeners that the battle against COVID is not yet over. We appeal to our listeners who are yet to be fully vaccinated to get vaccinated at the earliest and also help others get vaccinated. During the festival season, please follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1-00345-0019. And now the news in detail. Minister for Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia today virtually flagged off 6 routes expanding the aerial connectivity of the northeast India. These routes are Kolkata to Guwahati, Guwahati to Aizawl, Aizawl to Shillong, Shillong to Aizawl, Aizawl to Guwahati, and Guwahati to Kolkata. Ministry of Civil Aviation has said that flight connectivity on these routes was a long-pending demand of the natives of the region. Speaking on the occasion, Scindia said that only 6 airports were operational in the northeast in 2014, which has grown to 15 airports in a short span of 7 years. He said that this further highlights the due importance of the northeastern states for this government. The minister added that under the Krishi Udan Yojana, 16 airports have been identified to enhance export opportunities of the region. Government has said that more than 102 crore COVID vaccine doses have been provided to states and union territories so far. Union Health Ministry today said that more than 10 crore 72 lakh unutilized vaccine doses are still available with the states, union territories and private hospitals to be administered. BJP President JP Nadda has lauded the work done by the party workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Inaugurating the BJP National Office Bearers meeting this morning at the party headquarters in New Delhi, Nadda stressed on the need to stay relevant in changing times. He said change is a constant and ongoing process and only those who succeed in politics stay relevant. Briefing media, BJP Vice President Raman Singh said that the meeting is discussing the party's poll strategy for the upcoming assembly elections. The BJP National Executive is also scheduled to be held on 7th of next month. State Nodal Officer for Meteorology and Additional Director, Soil and Water Conservation Department, K. Kekihos Shohei, visited the Indian Meteorological Department at the Mosam Pawan on Thursday last for the first time after assuming his responsibility. He was welcomed by different division heads and discussed various pertinent issues and technologies for the benefit and safety of the state and its citizens. During the deliberation, they assured the nodal officer to set up 1 Doppler radar weather station at Kohima for the entire state, 1 automatic weather station AWS at Kohima helipad on a pilot project for safety landing and takeoff, and 1 each agro AWS network including soil moisture and soil temperature sensors in the premises of Krishi Vigyan Kendras to be installed this year at Gifre and Mukukchung. Further, the officials of the IMT pledged to offer more modern technologies and other programs in the near future, including early setting up of AWSs in all the official helipads of the state. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on your YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Beloved, a collection of poems penned by senior journalist and advisor of Kohima Press Club, Kopelo Grome, was released by MLA Krehu Lezachu at Kohima today. Published by Ben Thrill Publication House, the author penned the collections of poems during the late 80s and early 90s that were written mostly with thoughts of the Nagas who had endured and experienced unaccountable sufferings and incidences during the last many unforgivable and unforgettable decades because of the evil forces against the peace and freedom-loving Nagas. Congratulating Kopelo Grome for his accomplishment in bringing out his work through Beloved, MLA Krehul Lezuchu exuded confidence that his work will enable the readers to relate and remember his expressions, thereby appreciating life even more. Kopelo Grome, during the author's talk, reminisced the journey of his life experiences, which was spent 30 years long back. He said he started penning his thoughts for his own consumption during the depression and frustrations, but not depression, after the assassination of his immediate elder brother, Zokepe, who was gunned down on 15 August 1987 at Kohima. Publisher of Ben Thrill Publication House, Vishu Rita Krocha, on her thoughts towards the book said that it was a very important work of art, especially for the new emerging generation of today. Krocha said things that children of today would have absolutely no idea about have been written in the book by the author. Governor of Nagaland Professor Jagdish Mukhi has extended his warm greetings to the people of Nagaland on the occasion of Eid-e-Milad. It is celebrated to commemorate the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Governor Mukhi said this sacred occasion is observed with acts of kindness rendered towards one another, especially towards the needy and the poor. He urged all to celebrate Eid-e-Milad safely following COVID-19 protocols. The governor wished that this auspicious occasion continue to usher everyone towards virtue, peace and unity. Chief Minister Nipuri on the occasion has extended best wishes to all those who are celebrating. In a tweet, Rio expressed hope that the joyous occasion brings abundance of happiness and blessings to them and their loved ones. Nagaland reported 16 new COVID cases positive today, including 9 recoveries and 1 death. With this, the total confirmed cases have ascended to 31,627, while total recovered cases have mounted to 29,676, and a total number of 660 persons have succumbed to the infection. The state's COVID-19 active cases now stands at 252. Deputy Commissioner of Mon handed over a letter intimating the sanction of 50 lakh rupees under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package insurance scheme for health workers fighting COVID-19 to the family members of the healthcare worker who succumbed to COVID-19 while performing duty under the establishment of Primary Health Centre Naganimora, Mon. The amount was directly credited to the bank account of the wife of the deceased healthcare worker. Nagaland State Legal Services Authority, under the aegis of National Legal Service Authority, observed World Student Day on Friday last. The program was organized as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Legal Services Week in the District Legal Services Authorities, focusing on Right to Education Act in achieving quality and inclusive accessible education. Several programs were held at Dimapur, Kohima, Bukukchung Pek, Tuensang Walker and Zonobuto. And now to the news, here are the main points again. Union Minister of Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia flags off 6 routes expanding aerial connectivity of northeast India. Over 97 crore 79 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in the country so far. BJP President JP Nadda lauds work done by party workers during COVID-19 pandemic. An Indian Meteorological Department to set up a Doppler radar weather station for the entire state at Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.